much for joining me. We're talking all things live streaming. I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you guys have any questions. We're gonna get started very soon to go live. So I appreciate you all being here. So we are talking all things going live. This is my 4 o'clock live where we talk about going live with confidence and ease, as well as I'm gonna celebrate this 1 year of going live on YouTube. So I wish I had the sound effects over here because I would be cheering up some stuff, you all. So this is a special day, special occasion. We're going to do the little special little cheers because we are celebrating this 1 year of going live on a daily basis, everybody. So I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. I tell you guys, when you come into my room, we got to do the engagement. Make sure you give this live a like. Make sure you like it, as well as comment something kind. Let me know you're here. And then click that subscriber button and then the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I talk all things live streaming. I talk about it from a TikTok perspective primarily because that platform is definitely multifaceted. A lot's going on there. So I want to make sure you guys are able to engage and understand how to go live, how to build your brand, as well as do engagement to get more viewership and more support from your viewers. And so let me know if you guys have questions about the live streaming process. And then a little bit of housekeeping. You have to be 18 years and older to go live on YouTube and TikTok. So you want to make sure you're of age. And then as you prepare to go live and go live consistently, you want to make sure that you are also getting people to engage in your content. And again, liking the live, subscriber button, as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live. Those are the things you want to do as a viewer. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to go live fairly quickly because I do tend to sit over here a little longer, but I have possibly mommy duty. So I'm going to be intentional about starting on TikTok just in case I have to go run and get off the live in about 90 minutes to get my little guy. So let me know if there's any questions in the meantime though. So I love answering questions. I appreciate you all being here. Um and again, let me know if you are new and tell me where you're from as well so we can learn who is in the room, who is supporting the live, and we get some more engagement that way as well. So we are going to go live. I appreciate you all being here. And this is again a celebration of going live on a daily basis for the last year on YouTube. So I've been going live on TikTok for over a year. Started January 2025. And now we are here on YouTube. I started my YouTube journey in April 8th to be exact, which is today. And so because of that, I have grown a lot, learned a lot, and so I'll talk about that. I'll talk about my journey. I want to make sure I am actively giving you guys kind of the peek behind the curtain, how this goes, so that you can also be successful at being consistent, at growing your brand, growing your presence, as well as making sure you are actively engaging with your community. So I want you guys to be successful. So we are going to celebrate a little bit because this is a great live day for me. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be along this path with all of you. And so I appreciate all the engagement and support. So feel free to like the live. Thank you for liking the live. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, click that subscriber button and then click the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So I want to make sure you are actively engaging with the live stream. So we're going to go live right now on TikTok. So I appreciate you all being here. We are going live. TikTok live. TikTok live. We are live on TikTok, live streaming. We're live streaming. We're doing beginner friendly tips for my friends who are beginners coming in, trying to learn how to go live, beginner friendly tips, as well as going live with confidence and ease. So come in if you are new and you want to learn how to go live. We're going to talk about all things live streaming. We're talking about how to go live tips, live streaming tips, and beginner-friendly tips. So I appreciate you all being here. I answer all questions. I do answer intermediate and advanced questions. Just depends on what you need. I am a Creator Network. Hello, Shannon. How are you, friend? I am a Creator Network agency. That is a free program on TikTok. So if you are interested in that as well, let me know. But I want to make sure I'm answering your questions on how to go live. We're doing live streaming tips. So let me know if you are new to the room, put new in the chat. Hey, Shannon. And then we're going to do our tapping. We got to do this activation. I say it all the time. It's important that we know who's in the room, what's going on, but we are warming up the room at first, okay? So that tapping on the screen helps to bring more visibility to the live stream, brings more attention to your live. So we are liking the live. We're liking the live. And so we have the hearts coming up over here. We're at 750. We're going to see if we can get it up to 10K, 10K in that first 10 minutes. So you want to actively support in that way. Mama Karen, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you being here. And so we're going to try to get that early activation of the live stream. So as you guys come in, feel free to like the live as well as comment that you're new and making sure that your presence is known. Good afternoon. How you doing, Houston? Welcome to the room. You said Houston, Texas newbie. I don't know if I saw the newbie before. So, are you new to Texas? Let me know, friend. Welcome to the room, everybody. Others who are coming in, if you are new, I always put new in the chat. I tell people if you come to someone's live, you want to make sure your presence is known. You want to make sure you say hello. If you come to someone's house, you would always say hello coming in the door. So make sure you say hello. How you doing, saying so? Appreciate you being here as well. You said, yes, ma'am. Okay, okay. Good evening. How you doing, friend? Thank you, Mama Karen. Appreciate that daily. Heart me, Houston. Hello. Thank you so much. In my own time. Okay, welcome to the room. Hello, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Click by here. Appreciate you as well, friend. Welcome to the room as well. Those who are coming in, we are doing our activation. Thank you for that daily heart me. We are liking on the live. That like button is there. We are liking the live. So I appreciate you all coming in and liking the live. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the hellos on the YT. Thank you, friend. I appreciate the compliment. And so we'll talk about the YT in a little bit. We're gonna get to talking about what's happening over there because we are celebrating. This is my 1 year anniversary of being a live host on YouTube. So we'll talk about that as well. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for supporting the live. Make sure you like it. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that subscriber button. Others in the room here on TikTok, we are liking. So the hearts here says we're at 3 minutes, but it says 2.8K. So we're trailing behind. We're going to see if we can pick up the pace a little bit. Ashley, welcome to the room. Civil, thank you so much as well. Appreciate you all coming through. We are liking the live. That is where we actively tap the screen and let TikTok know we are here. So we are 3 minutes in. And so let me talk about the likes for a second. I'm going to show you guys in real time. If you like on the live, you'll see where you can like it by tapping. And that heart up here is going to pop up. It allows that activation to happen. You don't see the heart. There it goes. It's tapping, tapping, tapping. There's a line that's going to crawl across. And as you tap, it is going to allow more likes to come through and for TikTok to know we are here engaging. Hello. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you for the 1 year. I'm going to actually talk about it. The room got a little busy earlier. We'll see if the room gets busy this time around. I'm going to share out my live. The room got really busy earlier, fairly quickly, and I don't think I got a chance to really talk about it in a way that I wanted to. Um, so I was gonna walk through my journey, and I've done it in the past. Give me 1 second. I'm writing on the screen. Hello, friend. Thank you for that daily heart me. Um, so um, I didn't get a chance to talk about it earlier. Um, hold on 1 second. YT1. And so thank you so much. How you doing, how you doing, Colette? Colette creates. Look at you, friend. You've been playing around with your name. I see you. Awesome, awesome. I appreciate that, friends. Thank you so much. Bling Chick, thank you so much for being here as well. So we're at 4.8K likes. We are officially 5 minutes in, so we're going to try to pick up the pace a little bit. Yes, I'm elevating. I see your friend. You are absolutely elevating. And so I love it. Keep going. Keep doing it, friend. Thank you for the populars as well. I appreciate the support. The AI says learning how to go live on TikTok. Ask beginner friendly tips. So I always read that just so that you guys know. I read it out loud because I want to make sure, first of all, it hears me. If it has it right, I'm going to read it. If it doesn't have it right, if it's not right, I'm not gonna read it. So, I'm doing that intentionally so it picks up what I'm putting down. So, I wanted to know exactly what my live topic is about. So, I appreciate the prompts. Colette, thank you so much for the TikTok balloons we're celebrating today. Becoming okay. Hello, friend. Oh, I see you. How are you, friend? Welcome to the room. You change. I think every time I see you, you change your name slightly. It's the picture that keeps me up to speed with Bailey. So I appreciate you being here, friend. How's everything going? You went live recently too, so I appreciate you going live too. Look at you, friend. I missed you yesterday. Did you miss my live? You know what? I went live later. I went live at 5:30 because I had a meeting. So I went live a little later. I'm trying to decide if I may need to do that because they have these agency meetings that keep popping up during my regular schedule. So I might have to shift things. Hey, Charlene, how you doing, friend? Thank you for the grabbing that daily heart me. We are liking a lot. We're almost at 6.5 likes, 6.5K likes. We're 7 minutes in, so we are actually trailing behind. So we're going to see if we can pick up the pace just a wee bit. If we can pick up the pace and get to this 10K in 10 minutes, that would be success, everybody. So let's see if we can like the live. We want to get the hearts to flowing on the side here. It'll let TikTok know we're here. There's definitely a little bit of a lag happening, so it's not moving as quick as it did before. So if you don't mind liking that live, we'll pick up the pace a little bit. That's going to help with jumpstarting the room. We'll get more people in the room, ideally more people, more visibility, and then more questions, more engagement, all that stuff that we want for the live stream. So let me know if there's any questions in the meantime. Some of my new friends coming in, I appreciate you coming in, joining, and engaging on live. And so I'm going to be talking about, I tell you guys, we're celebrating 1 year of officially going live on YouTube. So I'm so excited. It's been a thing. It's been a thing. It's been a thing. How you doing, friend? Thank you for that heart. Thank you so much. Been saved by grace. Is that what it is? Been saved? Let me know if I said that correctly. We're at 7.7K likes and we are 8 minutes in. Let's see if we can pick up that pace, get those hearts to flow. And all we're doing is tapping the screen. Just as simple as that. That is easy, simple support. Just like it on the screen. Just tap, tap, tap. And those taps will get more visibility. All right. I have a question about promote video post. Is it worth it? Ooh, Colette. Um, okay. So the short answer is maybe. Depends on what your goals are. Maybe, maybe yes ish. Here's my thoughts on it. Any thank you everyone. Hey uniquely infinite. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the hearts, Claire. Thank you so much for that. Here's my thoughts on it. When it comes down to it, it really comes down to your content and your content creation as you are promoting. TikTok will put your video out there, you're going to get views. All right. So views are going to happen. That's just the nature of how it works. You will get the views. However, if your goal is to get more followers, more likes, those type of engagements where people actually touch your screen, follow you, like your content, doing those type of things, that may require, that may not necessarily meet your goal in the sense of more engagement. It's more views, but maybe not more engagement. Depends on the quality of your content. Same thing I say for the likes as well, the live stream. Give me 1 second. We're at 9 minutes in. We are almost at 10K likes. Let's see if we can get those last few likes in to hit that 10K goal. We're going to hit it right on the dot. It just changed to 10 minutes. We're almost there, 9.5. So it's going to happen in the 10 minutes. That's good. It wasn't under 10 minutes, but it did happen at 10 minutes. So I so appreciate you all. We are liking the live. So I appreciate all everyone coming in. That's where the hearts are flowing here because that number here, it just hit 10K. So look at there. So we did it at 10 minutes. Okay. Which is good. Which is good. That's engagement, guys. So I appreciate the support. Um, when everything's said and done, you want that engagement. You want people to come into your live stream. Do you use a clicker to get likes on your live? I do. I do. I do, friend. Thank you for asking, Ryan. Do you not? Let me know if you don't, friend. But yes, I absolutely do. I have another account, another device in the live, clicking away, helping to love on me. I tell people all the time, if you can't love yourself, who else can love you? Okay. Just saying, you gotta love on yourself. So, okay, so back to the question at hand. The question was about the promote feature. Promote, I actually do think it's a great idea. It gives you a little bit more exposure. No judgment, generally curious. Okay, all right. Um, so it is important for you to get more visibility and become discoverable. The thing about it is, though, with that particular feature, I say it comes down to your content. Same way in your live stream. If you don't have a quality live stream yet, you're still growing, you're still uncomfortable trying to get used to this, then to do promote too soon may not get you the results you're looking for. They have some features in there where you can change the demographics and hone in a little bit more. Hey, happy, how you doing, Richie? Hone in a little bit more in terms of what you're trying to audience you're trying to reach, but just know it comes down to the quality of your content, whether it's the post content, your content creation, or your live stream content. So yes, I think it's a great feature to answer your question. But and most of my live hosts in the agency, most of them I tell them to wait until at least you've gone live for 30 days. So if you've gone live enough, if you posted enough, then I would say, hey, why not promote? And so just think of it that way. Sometimes we think, thank you so much, Richie, for the populace. I say this jokingly and probably a little bit of a snippy comment. Sometimes we think our baby is the prettiest baby, and our baby is not always the prettiest baby. Just saying. So when it comes to your content creation, comes to your live stream, you might want to have more of an objective look at it and say, okay, what are some things I should tweak and do first? Am I still nervous? Am I making eye contact? How is my content creation? You say laugh out loud. Yes. So I want you guys to make sure you're just putting your best foot forward. You don't have to be perfect, but just know that people are gonna you want them to engage in the content. All right. So Juan, thank you so much. I appreciate you all being here. Hey, Emil, thank you so much. Dr. Lisa, hey, happy, how are you? Big Scooper, thank you so much, friend. We don't scoop in here though. We don't. We engage, friend. We are learning to connect with one another in an authentic way. So, really quickly, people in the room, if you are new to my room, yes, ma'am. Glad to visit. Thank you, friend. If you are new to my room, put new in the chat. We're going to talk about engagement. We're going to talk about all the things that come with building your live stream and going live. Engagement matters, what you're saying, your comfort level in front of the camera, how you are hopefully addressing a problem, a challenge of your audience. And so you want to think about your live stream topic. So that's going to be really important so that people want to sit, they want to learn, they want to grow from you. Um, let's see, my friend saying, Wits, thank you so much. You said you're new. Hello, friend. How are you? Thank you, others who are coming into the room. I appreciate you guys. Um, let's do this. In the corner here is an arrow. If you don't mind clicking that arrow, that's how you share out the live. So if you don't mind sharing out the live, I would greatly appreciate it. You can share out the live by adding it to your story. There's an option to repost it to your feed, as well as sharing it to individuals in group chats that you belong to. And then if you hold down the middle of the screen, middle of my nose glasses, that middle screen area, it allows you to send it to other people in your feed, your followers, and at the very bottom you can even search. I like to do that when I'm trying to mix it up a little bit of people I want to send it to. So depending on their name, depending on their topic, I may put that in as a keyword to search for. TikTok just gave us the flash goal also. So we got the flash goal. It is roses, and the flash goal is a TikTok goal. It's not me. It's not something I set, but essentially TikTok will see if your room is actively engaging. So if you can send one rose per person, I would greatly appreciate it. And that's another way to support the live stream. Hello, I just got 1K and nervous to go live. But what? Hello, the anchor. How are you, friend? You know you could have got live access. You got live access already. Just saying. You've had it for a while, friend. So welcome to the room. Let me know if you have questions. We're going to talk about how to go live. So you're a level 6 engager. You've had live access probably since 50 followers. So they give it to you that soon, depending on how you're engaging. So Gab, let's just say how many followers do you need to go live? There you go. As little as 50, if you have a blue box next to your name, that's your engagement box. Okay. So it shows that you are an engaged viewer as you come into someone's live, you want to actively engage. Um, some of my friends who just came in, D, how are you, Fred? Thank you for that repost. Thank you all who are supporting the live. If you guys, those who are sharing out the live, click that arrow in the corner. Hey, L, how are you, friend? Yoli, hello, friend. Hello, others coming into the room. Thank you for the daily heart me. Hey, Debbie, how are you, friends? Those who are liking and the follows. Oh my gosh, there's so many. So I appreciate the support, everybody. Thank you all for coming in and supporting the live host. Always blessed, Lisa. Thank you so much, friend. Linda, thank you so much for joining. Hello, I just got started as a host. Thrive Goddess, how is it going, friend? You are growing. How's that? How is everything going? Let me know how's it going. Um, hey, please. Thank you for information. You're welcome, Duncan. Appreciate that as well. Yoli, hello, friend. Hello. Those who are coming in, if you are new to my room, I say it all the time. When you come to someone's house, the first thing you're going to do is say hello. So you greet them. So if you are new and you're coming into my home, say hello. So I can greet you back. I want to make sure we are greeting each other. And then in the meantime, we do have our flash goal. Our flash goal is roses. Let me know if you guys see it. Why don't I see it? Hmm. TikTok, what are you doing? I see it on my screen. We have eight. We have 8 roses. Okay, let's see. There we go. We got 10 now. It's not going to let me pin it. It's too soon to pin it again. But 1 rose per person. If you guys don't mind supporting that flash goal, it is 1 per person. I'm going to get on my soapbox a little bit because I got to tell you guys, going live means that you are also an engaged viewer. Hey, iMagery, how are you, friend? Thank you for that, Rose. Appreciate you so much, everybody. Linda, thank you for the hello. Others coming in. Thank you for the rose. Appreciate it. So it's 1 per person. TikTok uses this as a way to see how people in the room are engaging. So we need 21 roses. So let's see if we can achieve that and get 24 roses and get that accomplished fairly quickly. I have my avatar because my page is a faceless account. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. We have people who do faceless content all the time. Just finished my 3rd live yesterday. Got a congratulations. You got a congratulations from me as well, friend. Congratulations. How did it go for you? And in my newbies, I love, love, love hearing the I went live reports. I'm finishing up my live on this, how many numbers I've done. I love hearing those. So please share those. I love hearing it. And it really is something where you are doing this one day at a time. It gets better over time. I don't want you guys to think one and done. Oh my gosh, it's going to always be like that first live that was awkward and weird and no one came in and it was just lonely. That's not how it is. It gets better, but you got to be consistent. You got to keep showing up. All right. Yoli, thank you so much. I don't want you guys to think that someone comment got filtered, so you want to rewrite it. Yoli, you laughing. You know, when the next time you going live. Thanks all. Congratulations, friend. I'm actually celebrating today. Today I am celebrating 1 year of going live on YouTube. You guys know I co-stream. I'm going to show you. I always show you because I don't gatekeep because I want you guys to be able to do this. You said, I know. I want you guys to be able to do this and not be intimidated by it. But I'm moving this around my mic. So this is my tablet. My tablet's on a little stand. You guys can see the stand over there. And I am live here. And this is the way I co-stream. I've been doing this for a year today. Look at you, friend. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Wow, wonderful. Congrats. Thank you so much. And so when it comes to doing it this way, what I do for my YouTube channel, as you guys can tell, I talk about going live specifically on TikTok. And so people learn and hear my journey, what I talk about here and coaching you guys, giving guidance, giving tips, and it's part of my content on YouTube. So I talk about live streaming, all things live streaming, specifically from TikTok, because as y'all can tell, TikTok is multifaceted. There's a lot of features here, a lot going on. And unlike YouTube, YouTube is rather basic. There's not a lot going on, not as much engagement. And the people who do engage, there's like very, very minimal engagement. So some people will come in and chat a little bit, but you don't get as much. And so ideally that will improve over time. I've already seen some improvement. Hello, Black Lotus. How are you, friend? Others that are coming in the room, I appreciate you guys. We are 16 of 24 of the roses. The roses is our flash goal. We got 49 people in the room. We need 24 roses, one per person. So if you sent a rose, if you haven't sent a rose, I need for you. I would appreciate it if you could send a rose. So that will get us accomplished. We will get that flash goal completed, but we do need engagement. So if you guys don't mind sending a rose to make sure we meet our goal, the flash goal, let me tell you, it's something that TikTok sends. It's not you, it's not me. It is something that comes randomly from TikTok. And recognizing that the flash goal, oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. You said I will send it. Thank you, Aaron. Aaron said, I'm gonna send a rose. He's on the YT. Sweetie, thank you so much, friend. And so what happens is it's a random thing that you'll get. And so you want to make sure you're engaging as a live host, as a budding live host, and that way you will get engagement back. So that's what you're doing. You're trying to be intentional about how you show up. You said I want to showcase my fish tank. Should I show my face? It depends. You want to show the fish? Is that what you're saying? It's like I don't want to show my face. I want to show the fish. Some people do faceless content. Don't get me wrong on their live stream. So you absolutely could. Wait, I don't see a rose. I see a flower. Okay, a flower's fine, friend. Thank you. I was talking to the TikTok community, but I will take your flower on YouTube as well. Thank you all. Did we get that flash goal? I think we're so close. Did we get it? Oh, we're 21 of 24. We need 3 more people. 3 more people. I appreciate it, friend. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Oh, that was lovely. He sent a flower. Thank you. When you co-stream, it seems like you're only talking to us. Is YT just watching talk to us? Eye imagery, I was just talking to Aaron on YT because Aaron asked about the whole rose concept. He was confused, but he sent a lovely flower. But typically, it is me talking to my TikTok community primarily, and I'm talking about the TikTok process. And so a lot of people will ask questions about TikTok, or they're just watching me talk. And so learning and growing. So it just depends on how they're looking at it. They treat it like television. I tell y'all not to treat it like television. They treat it like television. So how long do you sit on live all by yourself? Um, Great question, assuming that you're gonna be by yourself. So, you might have people come in, you gotta engage with the viewers. Did we achieve the goal? I keep going all over the place. We got 2 more roses, 2 different people who haven't sent a rose. Can You're welcome to send a rose, okay? Thank you, everybody. Let me break down the whole process for you. It is going to take time to build your community. It is gonna take time. I tell you, you wanna know who you're talking to. I got to go. Have a great day. Thank you so much, Erin. I appreciate it. Um, so it's going to take time to build, but what I teach is that I want you to start engaging with people. So as people are coming to your room, say hi to them, engage back, send comments, it could respond to their comments or ask questions. Are you new? Where are you from? Those type of questions. Thank you for letting us achieve that flash goal. I see all of you guys helped with that. Thank you so much for supporting that flash goal. It went away, else I would shout you all out. So I appreciate everyone who supported that. I do all that. And then uniquely infinite, I would say, what is your topic about? Your bio doesn't have any spaces. That is a tough read, friend. So you probably need to go in and make some edits to your bio. You have 160 characters. I would say, maybe streamline it so that you're not, so that it TikTok understands what your topic is about. Hey, how you doing, RJ? Welcome to the room, friend. So helping TikTok understand what you're going to be talking about, that is important. It starts with your bio. Raquel, thank you so much for being here. Others coming in the room. Look at you, leveled up to level 11. Congratulations, friend. Hello, family, checking in from the DMV. Welcome to the room, friend. Appreciate it. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So that helps the algorithm understand what you're talking about, who you're talking to, and also pushes you out to people who are interested in your messaging, your topics. So yeah, definitely edit your bio. I would start with your bio, and then when you're going live, be clear about what your live is about as well. So that's going to help it as well. What does welcome to level 11 mean? Okay, Cheryl. Cheryl, that is where RJ has reached in my fan club. That was an orange. Welcome to level 11. She leveled up in my room. She was 10, she moved to 11. So when you click the daily heart me is how you become a fan. And and so I give the analogy of if you have a favorite singer, you like to go to their concerts, you buy all their music, you follow them on social media, you understand and know all about their family and all the history and all the stories and stuff from the tabloids and stuff. And so you really are invested in this artist, this singer. TikTok has brought that same concept here. So think of me as the celebrity, the person you guys are here watching, and you guys are fans. So it says join my fan club. Look at you leveled up, level 17. Congratulations, friend. Look at that level up shit. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, I so appreciate that. That was wonderful. Um, so think of my shaking. I'm shaking my head. Yes, like you can see me. Yes. So think of that. So TikTok's brought that same concept here. And as you have people who are fans of yours who want to support your live stream, they want to see you succeed, they want to see you grow. Hey friend, how you doing? They can click here to join your fan club. Okay. So it's a one penny, it's a one coin. You click there, you join, and then ultimately what happens is TikTok gives you a checklist, literally a checklist of things to do. You said only for you. Oh, you're so sweet. Appreciate you. So they give you a checklist of things to do. So when it comes to um, getting your daily heart rate, you get points for that. So they're giving you points for your engagement. So as you collect points, you level up in the room. The levels go from level 1 to level 50, and so you're leveling up in that person's room. You're sending things like you're setting a live notification so you know when the person goes live. You get points for that. You are commenting. So they're telling you to comment for this person. And so you get points, get 30 points for that. They tell you to oh gosh, send the populars, and there's some other things to do to become a super fan, the treasure box. There's so many different, and there's different gifts as a fan club community. You guys will unlock different gifts that you can send throughout the live, and TikTok will say, "Hey, your community has leveled up to level 1 or something like that." I can't remember the names of it, but it's in the chat, and it'll say you can unlock those gifts, and you can send that, or you can send a level up cake saying that you leveled up to the next level, and so it's just another way for you to support the live as a fan club member. All right. Fan club members, you get to know as a live host. So I get to know you guys. All right. So I can click my friend RJ. Let's see. If I click her information, TikTok has a feature that says AI insights. And so it says support about 5 live goals. That's one thing that's in there. And then it says thank you for always helping me reach my goal. It means a lot to me. And so they give you like this quick message that you can engage with your fan club members. RJ is still um, growing in my room. Black Lotus is in there. They're going to generate something for her. She's been in my fan club. She's a level 36er. And so it says about 15 title gifters that she's done, and it says it's a thank you message for her. Thank you for being a title gifter so often. Seeing your name up is so amazing. So they have that. Elle is in my room. She is a level 24. She says enjoys making music. That's what Elle loves to do. She enjoys making music, helping about 10 goals in November. And then it says, ask Elle, what genre of music do you enjoy making? And thank you for helping. I've done with all my goals. And so that's other ways you can engage with your community. L, what type of music you like? So TikTok is teaching you. in real time. Everything I just did, I clicked by clicking my heart me. So it's teaching me how to engage with you all. It wants you to build and cultivate that relationship. All right. He said, I love that. Do they have that posted to read about? Thank you for explaining. So the fan club, so let's do this. If you click the Daily Heart Me, there should be a question mark maybe in the top corner. Click the question mark. It breaks down the whole concept of fan club. Look at that coral. Thank you so much for that. I think the coral is so beautiful, y'all. That is such a beautiful gift. Thank you so much for sharing that. I appreciate you. Elle said neo soul. I like neo soul too. We twins on that one. I really love neo soul. It definitely gives me back that 90s 2000 vibe. So yeah, I appreciate you, friend. Um, let's see. So everywhere, let me answer this question. What do you suggest for timing between quick meditations and talking in a live? You know, I I think there's something to be said about setting the tone in the beginning. So maybe you do some talking in the beginning, kind of help people understand what your live is about. So spend maybe 5, 10 minutes that warm up phase to help set the room and then kind of help people manage expectations. They're engaging, you're connecting with one another, and then you kind of help them know that you're going to transition to the meditation phase, and then maybe you do an intermission so you can engage and read comments and engage with others coming in the room, and then maybe you do another session for meditation. Think of your live stream as in segments, and so if you're really thinking about, you could decide how the segments look, but if you think about it in segments, that'll help with the flow. So again, in the beginning, you guys saw it. If you were here in the beginning, we were doing that warm up. That first 10 minutes to me is all about the warm up. I'm engaging with you all. I'm talking to you as you come in. Thank you so much for the Daily Heart Meets friend. I'm thinking about people coming in and out. Exactly. You could use boards to kind of help people understand what your live is about. There's another board, it's called an engagement board that can also help direct people in terms of how your live session will flow. First 10 minutes doing this, 10 minutes here, 20 minutes here. So it could help with the flow, especially if you're going to do meditation. Obviously, the music sets the tone as well. And so people can understand what's happening. All right. Thank you so much. I see your friends coming in. Thank you all for joining live. This is so helpful. I'm scared to go live. You got this, friend. Wait, let's do it. So, my fan club members, we know we got the sticker that says "Do It Scared." Diana, how are you? Welcome to the room. We got my Do It Scared stickers. So let's put that in the chat so people can feel supported. But really, at the end of the day, that's what you got to do. I don't want you to overthink this. I don't want you to get in a space where you're like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do this. I tell people one of the things that I do when I go live and I started making sense of this process. Thank you for the stickers, y'all. I appreciate y'all supporting. Thank you for that. I s I said to myself, self, literally self, because I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to me. I'm talking to my favorite person. I'm talking to my best friend. I'm talking to the person I love the most. All right? So for that reason, it became comfortable for me to talk to me. Support sister. Thank you, friend. And so at the end of the day, when it's everything's said and done, I'm having a conversation with myself. Now, granted, y'all are real people. It's funny, I had a one-on-one. I do consultations. So I had a consultation session and she was so cute. She was like, "Oh my God, it's like talking to celebrity. I see you on live. Oh my gosh." And I was like, you know what? Actually, I'm thrilled because I get to see you all now because I'm talking to myself. so so I was like, "Oh my gosh, I see you. Oh my gosh." And so just recognize that I'm talking to myself, my favorite person, the best friend in the world is me, the person I love the most. I love me more than my kids. I love me more than my husband. I love me more than my parents. They're both passed on, but I love me better and more. So just recognize that's what you're doing here. And so at the end of the day, you can decide to sit in a nervous feeling. You can sit in a space where you feel uncomfortable, scared, and afraid, or you can sit here and have an authentic conversation with yourself and just be real. Just be a real, authentic person that's saying, at the end of the day, here's what I'm learning, here's what I'm doing. All right. How to split screen to half for a co-host, not a small box. Um, Richie, small box is when that's a guest. So that's not a co-host. Co-host is always side by side. That's a co-host. Co-hosts are the interlocking rings That's the co-host feature. The 2 people next to each other, those 2 heads, that is a guest. So your comment, like you, if I click the guest feature and ask you to come up, I can make it so that you're the small box, or I can make you the 2 people. So if you're asking how to make it 2 people as a guest, then you would click the 2 people ring, the 2 I'm sorry, 2 people next to each other. There's a settings ring in the top right corner. There's a settings ring in the top right corner, and you can change the layout. The layout is at the top, and you would pick the fluid grid one. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Welcome to the room. It was great meeting with you today, friend. Um, is posting about going live before the live stream beneficial? It is helpful, definitely helpful. I plan at least 20, 30 minutes before you go live in a perfect world. Awesome. Thank you. You're welcome. You too. Appreciate it, friend. I'm going to send you our notes after this live. I'll send you some notes from our chat. Um, and so um, when it comes to posting beforehand, definitely take the time to post beforehand. I think it's helpful. It may give you visibility. When people go to your post, your face where people can follow you is red. So they can click and join your live right then and there. So a lot of people do practice posting in advance so that if that content is sent out and people are engaging with that content, they actually can click to come into the live as well. All right. Thank you all who are following. I appreciate the support. I see you all. Thank you so much for your support. Um, Happy welcome back, friend. So let me talk about my celebration. Can I talk about my YT celebration, y'all? I just want to talk about it a little bit, just a little bit. You guys are welcome to engage. Keep sharing out the live if you don't mind. There's an arrow here, or you could power share. Let's do a quick power share. If you press down the middle of the screen, my glasses, the screen pops up and you can share it out to individuals. You can repost. You can add it to your story. You can share it with individuals, group chats. You could search for people to share with. But that engagement is really, really key to getting this pushed out a little bit more. So thank you all for supporting the live in that way with all the shares. I appreciate the support. Um, so when it comes to celebrating, let me know if I didn't finish questions earlier. If you have a follow up question, I felt like I might have stopped one or two of those questions, but let me know if I got away from fully answering. With that, when it comes to celebrating, I've been on YT YouTube for at least 1 year, or as of today, 1 year going live. And so I wanted to share my live journey. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to share my journey because it may be someone in this room that is able to then think about, okay, if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to engage in this way, on TikTok, maybe I can have another platform that I'm also working at the same time. All right. So that's what I do. So I am literally on 2 platforms at the same time. I'm talking to you guys. I'm having this conversation. The way my screen is set up, I do look down a little bit because you guys see me in the on the phone here for TikTok, but I am literally looking at my YT people too. So when I go back and look at my recordings, it's a little off centered, it's a little off for my YT, but for the most part, I look like I'm talking to the camera so people see me. See you soon. Thank you, Richie. Appreciate it, friend. Hey, Q. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the shares, everybody, and the repost. I so appreciate it. Diana, thank you so much. Real life, thank you so much for follow as well. And so, what I decided to do, I started going live every day on TikTok as of January 1st. That was my New Year's resolution, New Year, New Me, in January of 2025. So I've been doing this over a year now. And so I decided to do this and go live every day. And in that process, I was learning, growing. TikTok is multifaceted. You guys, we see that. There's a lot going on the screen. It's a lot here. YouTube doesn't have as much going on. And so I had started my YouTube channel and still working through YouTube and what I wanted to do there. And I posted a little bit, I was posting some content, but I really had started focusing my attention on TikTok. Well, what happened is I have courses, digital services I offer. I teach people how to engage on this platform, how to build up your digital presence, digital marketing presence, your brand, helping you with building your business, online business strategy. So I do all that. And I had some resources that I had available, some courses and stuff. And so with that, I would talk about it in my TikTok and people would get it. So what I created was a YouTube video. because I was like, well, I need 50 subscribers to go live on YouTube. So I had enough presence in mind to say, okay, let me build up my follower base. All right. So that's the first thing I would tell you to do. Build your following base so that you at least can have the option to go live. So you need at least 50 subscribers to go live on YouTube. So then what I decided to do was that, okay, with the people who were purchasing the solutions I was offering, the courses, I was saying, okay, I want you to go to YouTube and watch my video. I had an unlisted video. It was an unlisted video. You guys don't see it now. It's not even something you can see unless I send you the link. But I have an unlisted video. I took that video and I said, okay, in my confirmation, I said, watch this video with the instructions and some additional information you will need. And then I want you to subscribe to the channel. Okay. And so that's what people will do. They would, and then I say, leave a comment so that way I can go to your page and subscribe to your channel. All right. Hello, Connection Chronicles. How are you, friend? And so that was my approach to it. Hey, Leanne. Leanne, I'm celebrating 1 year on YouTube on the YT. Good. Is it morning there, Mimi? Let me know. Start over a new page, starting over. Let's go. Okay, friend. Welcome to the room. Nisi, how are you, friend? Hey, friend. Hello, Leanne. Welcome to the room. Congrats, Sacred Change. Thank you so much. Hello, how are you? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Woohoo! Thank you for the populars, friend. Thank you so much. So yes, so I said, okay, 50 subscribers. So in that process, obviously I started that process in February. So January, I was just focused on TikTok. February, I was like, you know what? Let me start getting this course available for people to watch my YouTube content. I did my orientation on the YouTube video. It was an unlisted video. And then I said, okay, now let me tell people to go here. You connect with me, I connect with you, and that way we can build our both our platforms together. What did you make the 4K today? I made the 4K yesterday, friend. I got the 4K watch hours yesterday. I got the notification saying, "Congratulations." FYI for talking about your story in process. Oh, thank you. I said, oh, that's TY. Thank you so much. You're welcome, friend. I don't gatekeep. So if you guys have questions along the way, ask the questions. I'm totally fine with telling you. And so with that, with the video, I end up getting my 50 subscribers pretty quickly, to be honest with you. It was in the month of February. I got my numbers in February. So March, thank you, Randy. Appreciate your friend. March came around and I was like, oh, I should do something. I got the 50 subscribers, but I was like, okay. And I didn't think much of it. So the whole month of March went by and I could have started in March. So I would have been celebrating in March, but it just didn't dawn on me to do anything. I can't send my post to promote my live today. You said I can't send. I don't know what that means. You can't send something to post. You can't post your content. I'm not sure what you meant by that, Nisi. 1 year full monetization. That's a big deal. I think it is. I think it is. If you guys stay with me, I'm going to tell you my full process. I'll tell you what I'm doing. So in this 1 year, so I'm going to walk you guys through it. Thank you so much, Sandy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So 300 minutes. Look at you, Randy. I love it, friend. Thank you so much for the populars, Bob. Welcome to the room. Thank you for the roses. Hello, friends. And so thank you so much, friends. So here's what I did. So March, I didn't do anything. And I kid you not, it might have been on April 8th. Who knows? It could have been. It could have been this time last year. I sat there and I was like, you know what? Let me get my son's tablet. Let me get his tablet. And I'm just gonna press go live on YouTube too. And I'm gonna prop it up on my little computer stand here and I'm gonna be live. So literally, I was looking this way, and YouTube was here. So I was like, for the YouTube people, I was off to the side for them, so they didn't see my face at all, or didn't get a full view. It was like an angle that they would get of me, and so I did that. I did that. You say, "Wow." I did that probably for the first 2 to 3 months, because what happened was at some point the sound quality it was grainy. It was his old little kitty tablet. I would have to fight with him for the tablet because he was like, "Mommy, get out my tablet." I was like, "No." So we were fighting over this tablet all the time. So I was like, let me get my own tablet. Let me get my own thing. So I ended up getting a web camera. So I'm walking you guys through this. I ended up getting a webcam. And so I ended up getting a webcam because I was like, oh, and here's the webcam. It's literally still here. Literally right here. Actually a pretty good webcam too. You said, "Po baby." He was like 4 at the time. He's about to be 6, so he was like 4. He was like, "Mommy, can I have my tablet?" So, so with the webcam, I decided I was gonna use my laptop, and I was like, "Well, maybe I'll use my laptop and I'll do YouTube that way." Pro tip, just so that you guys know, when you are and YouTube has changed it since then, but when you are streaming from a mobile device versus your laptop, which is, what they call a horizontal stream, you don't get pushed out as much. As a matter of fact, you actually can go live horizontal, but you don't get pushed out if you don't have any subscribers, so there's nobody to engage in your content. But, um, when you're vertical and when you're on a mobile device, they will push you out. They will push you out all over the world, actually. So in a way that your viewers can be any and everybody, all right? And so a little bit backstory there is that I need to spend more time optimizing my YouTube channel, doing some more SEO, and just being a little bit more intentional about my live stream description, my titles, all the things to kinda help improve it. I wasn't investing in that time. And so I'm starting to do it a little bit. So you guys will see some thumbnails, you'll see some different ways that I'm trying to improve some of the video content. And I'll probably go back and update some of my older videos too. But I would just click go live. I wasn't doing all the extras. And so with that optimization, with the SEO in mind, it will help you to get in front of the right people. And so you want to kind of think about that. I don't want you guys to do all the things I did, but just understand that there is a little bit more that goes into how do you optimize your page, your channel overall, and then as you're doing content, that you're also thinking about optimization, search engine optimization, that's SEO, because YouTube does not consider itself to be a social media platform. It's not. They say we're a search engine and the medium that they're using is videos. All right. So, and they're owned by Google. We know all that. And so for them, your content needs to be searchable and it needs to be rather targeted to a target audience or a specific audience that you're creating. All right. Thank you so much, Linda. I see your friend. She definitely had to give the iPad back. It was Cammy. You said you on Cammy's side. He got his tablet back. Who is they? YouTube. Okay. I've never seen vertical YT unless it's shorts. So when you are when you're looking at someone's well, so if you come to my channel now, I'm Dr. Lisa, same name over here, you'll see that I'm vertical in that sense. I'm streaming from a mobile device. And so the way it looks is horizontal as well. It looks just like here. It looks exactly like I'm here in terms of the way the layout is. As opposed to that wider look. And you maybe sometimes you see the black sides on the side, but that type of strain. Um, can you go live on all your platforms at the same time? That would be you if you have multiple devices, you could do it that way, or you could do a third-party stream software like StreamYard, Restream, Riverside. Some people stream through another open source system called OBS, so you'll see that as well. So yes, you can connect your other platforms that way as well. I don't do that. I am literally on 2 different devices, 2 different platforms streaming. All right. So I'm on my phone here for TikTok and I'm on my tablet, it's an iPad for YouTube. Yep. So that's the way I'm doing. So yeah, so you could do that. I've been thinking about Restream as an option and, not quite yet. I haven't transitioned yet, but I'm thinking about it just to, streamline some other things that I want. I want some more functionality, especially for my YouTube channel. And I hear if you're gonna do a podcast, that's a good way to kinda, easily, transition it to podcast mode and share it on other platforms and stuff. So I'm thinking about all my options. I'm starting to explore them. That's like a quarter 3 thing that I'm kinda pushing down the road a little bit. So we'll see. Interesting, I prefer horizontal when I watch long form YouTubes. Yes. So watching, you can watch it as much as you want, any platform, any way you want to watch it. It's about how you actually stream. Now, apparently they did upgrade the that you can stream and have a choice between horizontal or vertical now as opposed to the devices determining how you're streaming. But I haven't used that feature. I'm still on the mobile device. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate that. Daily Heart Me. Appreciate you being here, friend. Appreciate all the support, you all. Thank you, everybody who's come in and followed the live host and engaged. I appreciate it. We'll talk about some more engagement stuff for the live stream a little later, but I just wanted to kind of get through this YouTube conversation so you guys understand why I am celebrating 1 year. So I'm so excited about that. And so recognize, and then the AI got me, y'all. The AI says sharing tips on YouTube growth and SEO. Ask your questions on content strategy. I like YouTube. I like TikTok for that. That's good. That was a good one, TikTok. Um, so when it comes to your channel, you do wanna make sure that you optimize, and you wanna do the SEO. You wanna be very intentional about how you set it up if you can. And keep in mind, you will evolve. Things will change. You might pivot a little bit. You may have to rework some verbiage and stuff, and that's totally okay. But I will say kinda if you can lean into that a little bit, that will be like one of my takeaways for this. Like, that's something I didn't lean into. However, I will say I think my approach worked because it wasn't all about perfection. Thank you. How you doing, friend? How you doing, Gabby? Thank you so much for the heart puffs. It wasn't about perfection. I was doing it sloppy. I told you I had my son's tablet. I was doing it on unorthodox in the sense of not having the thumbnails and all the things that you want to do to optimize your content on YouTube to make it searchable and discoverable. I could have spent some more time investing in that. And so because I had so many things going on, I did not. And I just kept going. And so the beauty of it, thank you so much, friend. The beauty of this is that I didn't stop. And so one I'm going to give you guys a trick I did too. So I'll give that in a second. So when it came to growing, what I was doing quite a bit in the beginning, I still could stand to do it. I don't do it as much because of nature of how I'm streaming now, and I'm talking so much on the on the TikTok side. But I would tell people like, hey, if you come to my page and connect with me, send me a comment. I'll see your comment. And I do see the comments. And I was doing this for everybody. I will go to your page, engage in your content, and connect with you back, subscribe to you back. YouTube requires that you actually have authentic engagement. So they will not let a subscription go through. And so, really quickly, subscriptions is like follows for us. We use the word follow over here on TikTok, they use the word subscribe. So they subscribe, you follow over here. I personally think they should just change the term to follow because subscribe obviously means for many of us that is something that you have to pay for. You're not paying for it. You're just hitting that subscribe button and you become someone's follower essentially. So they really should change it, but they don't. So just know that distinction. And so to get someone to do that actually is kind of relatively hard because first of all, it has that connotation to it in terms of the terminology. But then also, you know, many people are Apple users. I know we got some Android users in the room, but many people are Apple users. And so you don't always automatically set up to your Google account. Although that's becoming a little bit more common now, but that's not always the case. And so our Android users, obviously, they have a Google account. And so in order to subscribe to someone's channel, you have to be logged into your Google account. And if you're not, you can't subscribe. How you doing, Carrie? Thank you for that daily heart me. So keep that in mind. That is a barrier. And so a lot of people don't naturally go over to the YT and watch a video and click that button. They just go to the next video. So you now are having to educate and teach people to connect with you. So in my live streams, I would say, hey, thank you for connecting with me. If you leave me a comment, I'll make sure I see your comment. I'll go to your page and engage back and follow you back. Same way I was doing to get that first 50. I was doing that in my live stream and I would say that quite a bit. And then I would announce it here and people from here would go over there and connect, which was great. Um, 400 minutes. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. Um, I do. I'm co-streaming now, Gabby. Gabby said, "What's happening?" Gabby, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about today is my 1 year on the YT. So I've done 1 year as well. So I'm just like now sharing my process. And so keep in mind, you have to get people to go. That's a great tip. Yeah. So you got to educate people to go to your other page. The reason why you're doing that, and I didn't say this, I should have said it up front. YouTube's monetization is different than TikTok's. All right. Hey, yeah, nice. Good info. Love your live stream. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. And so the monetization is different. Hey, super fan, Miss Treetop. They appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for the repost as well. Um, So in order for you to get any of the monetizations on YouTube, you have to first the first tier, if I was to say 2 tiers, the first level is for you to have 500 subscribers. So we just talked about it. Thank you so much, friend. We just talked about you have to get 50 to go live. You need 500 to get you got to have 500 subscribers and then 3,000 watch hours. All right? So you need 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours to get to that first level of monetization. One thing I didn't say, let me circle back because I never closed the loop on the other comment. In order to get people to watch your content, in order to get people to get that subscriber in, I tell people when you're talking to your audience, tell them not to click that subscriber button first. They actually have to watch your content. Hey, Holly Q, welcome to the room. We are celebrating 1 year on YT. So you got to watch someone's content first because they will not let that subscription go through. So you got to watch, comment, like, subscribe. That's the order. Subscribe last. So watch something, maybe watch a short. Those are reels. Those are our videos here on TikTok. They consider those shorts. They're under 3 minutes. So you got to watch a short. Then you have to comment, then subscribe or like the video and subscribe. And so just know that that's the order because if you subscribe and not watch anything, they was like, hey, we're a search engine based on videos that people are watching. This person didn't watch, so they really didn't subscribe. And so they will take that away and you were banking on that subscription and it goes away because they like, no, it's not authentic. It's not, it's fake engagement. So keep that in mind. It's too as strict as here on TikTok. Um, so that's an example of it being strict about how you got to do things. You got to do it in a certain order. I think that's an example. But for the most part, I don't think it's as strict. I will say though, I think it has rules about obviously what type of content you can post in your live stream. I haven't gotten in trouble, knock on wood, for anything I've said or done here. Um, but I know they do take channels down. I've seen that. I've heard about it quite a bit. I know they demonetize people all the time. So it just depends. It just depends. There are things that they absolutely do to and they absolutely do to people to make sure that they're keeping the community safe. And they're doing more um, communication and features. So you'll see more things coming out about them. They're definitely behind. They're not as sophisticated and up to date as TikTok is. So TikTok is definitely a little bit more advanced than all the platforms, in my opinion. Thank you for taking the time. You are so welcome, friend. Thank you so much. How do shorts on TikTok get pushed out? How do shorts on you said TikTok or YT? You said you said TT, so that's TikTok. Um, what do you mean? How do shorts? I mean, it's based on your algorithm, um, SEO, and luck. I don't know. Some of his luck, just depends. I don't know. And there's some methods, I guess people will say creator search insights, making sure you're being intentional about your content being searchable here and being for a target audience and stuff. But sometimes it's luck. Okay. Like sharing apps to make extra money. Gabby, what you mean? Like sharing apps to make extra income? I'm not sure what is that a question? You had a question mark, but I'm not sure what you're asking. Um, so back to what I was saying about monetization. So 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours will get you monetized at the first level, that first tier. What that allows you to do is the ability to have memberships. So that's like super fans, that's like subscriptions here. Okay, so they call it memberships. And then it also allows you to unlock gifting for your live stream and for your content. And so you don't come out the gate sending gifts. You don't do that here on the YouTube. So you don't get the chance to do that until you've unlocked that feature. So you don't automatically monetize. You said, okay, it's not so like YT. Um, so what do you mean? Let me know what you meant by that. Hello, Graceful. Thank you so much. Greetings. Thank you so much, Goddess. Appreciate you both for being here. So when it comes to en- engagement, um, you need people to come to your live stream, subscribe to your channel, and then they can engage even further by getting your memberships, sending gifts, sending different items to you, gifting items to you. They call it super chats. Those are the bigger gifts, super stickers, and super thanks. Those are other ways that you can gift a live host. All right, memberships is something else that you can offer. Similar super fans where you offer benefits to your community and they can subscribe as a member to your channel. When it comes to shop, YouTube has just opened up the shop affiliate. And many of the other platforms are starting to do this now too. Like we have TikTok Shop, so YouTube has YouTube Shop as well. So you become a shop affiliate as well. And then, you have all these features, and so Shop has created a little bit more visibility. How you doing, Demetra? More visibility to my channel. So I've seen things transform since I've unlocked that. I unlocked the first tier of monetization where you have 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours. I unlocked that back in February. And so now I just unlocked yesterday the second tier where you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. So I've had 1,200. So when I got the 500, the first tier, I had already had over 1,000. So that one I had checked that box a while ago, but I did not check the watch hours. I'm going to tell you how I got my watch hours too. So that's hard. That's challenging as well. So I'll tell you what I did. Just got off a 2-hour live, felt like 30 minutes. Look at you. I love that. That is an awesome report. It went so fast, huh? I love that. Oh, that's awesome, friend. Thank you so much. I'm doing well. Appreciate you asking. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Um, and so when it comes to the next tier of monetization is that you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So let me talk about the watch hours real quick. Let's see. You asked the question, my friend Coco. So for 3,000 watch hours, if you go live for say 3 hours, does it count how many people watched it? So if 10 people watch, would that mean you get those watch hours? I think 300 watch hours, something like that, if the math correct. 30 watch hours, maybe 30. Yes, it would count that. It would count that. So the problem though, nobody stays on your channel and watch you from start to finish. Just saying. Nobody. That doesn't happen. I wish that was the case, but no, that does not happen, friend. So the watch hours is actually very challenging. Here's the deal though. And somebody said, and again, this is Dr. Lisa's, this is a long game because I was not doing the SEO. That's good to know. Yes. Congratulations. Thank you. I was not doing the SEO. I wasn't doing the thumbnails. I wasn't optimizing my page the way I probably should have. Hey, Luna. I wasn't doing my descriptions. I wasn't doing any of that. I wasn't posting shorts and linking my long form videos, my lives to my shorts. I wasn't doing any of the things I probably could have, should have been doing. All right. So I know I took probably a longer route. All right. I'm saying that because I was not doing some of the things that would have gotten me discovered or the visibility elements to my page. Thank you so much, friend. Which means that now I have to kind of integrate that into what I do so that I can start building that up. I need to start doing those things. I know what to do, and actually YouTube over the last few months, thank you so much, friend, has gotten way better with creating some shortcuts to make it a little bit easier and not as complex. So there's things, and I'll talk about the shortcuts too, but there's some things that are that didn't exist before, and then I just wasn't making the time allocation to do those things. Okay. Start where you're at. That's it. Start where you're at. That's what I did. I absolutely did that. And so with doing it my way, I took a longer path. So I would definitely tell you if that was like my bigger takeaway, make sure you're doing some of those optimization things just to kind of give yourself a higher probability of being discovered. I think what my tip that I'm going to give you and my process, you probably still need to do, but maybe that will help you with getting those hours sooner. You said my battery died? That's those hours, friend. You did your thing today. That's awesome. Yes, so my battery is usually out too by the time I get off my live. Thank you so much, Luna. I appreciate the TikTok balloons. Today they're YT balloons. We're celebrating my 1 year on YT, so I appreciate it, friend. Thank you so much. Hey, Hero Hub. And so with what I did, my process, let me get to the watch hours because the watch hours are complicated to get because to my point earlier, you don't get people who stay on your live long and it's gonna take a while. 3,000 is not easy, 4,000 is not easy. However, hey Bishop, look at you, level 15. Congratulations. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the shares, Linda. I appreciate it, friend. Others in the room, I appreciate it. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, we'll share it out to some friends. So I appreciate you all being here. Here's what I did. Starting in, I'm going to say I started around May. I don't think I started in April. I think I started this in May. I did have a moderator and she gave me this tip. This was kind of her tip. And at the time, I was using my son's tablet. I didn't have a lot of devices. I didn't have a whole lot, but I had some devices around the house. Um, and in my household, there are multiple people and multiple YouTube channels. Multiple people and channels. My husband has a few, my daughter has a few, my sons, and so people have YouTube channels. You have a Google account, you have a YouTube channel that you can use or leverage. And so, essentially, what I would do is take those devices, different devices, my husband's computer, the tablets, my phone, my backup phone, my laptop. And so at any given time, there was either anywhere between 5 to 7 devices that was running my channels overnight, round the clock, quite a bit. And I did it in spurts. There was times that I didn't. You said so freaking smart. Yes. Different channels, different devices, but they were running it. And that's what we've been doing. And it is a long route. Don't get me wrong, it's the long route, but it was just my way to say, okay, let me get that visibility. I know that's right. Yeah. And so that was kind of the rule. I would take my husband's phone at night. I'd be like, hey, run my channel. Run my channel. And he's like, ain't nobody calling you. Run my channel. And so we were doing that, and I still do it, don't get me wrong. There was a couple times, like, maybe the month of July, I got away from doing it in the month of, probably July and August because the agency stuff was happening. Hey, Trisha T, how you doing, friend? Glow coming in. Something told me to do that. Yes. Yes. You said really? Yes, I was doing it, friend. Still doing it. Let me tell you right now, my son, he has another little, his old tablet is sitting down right now on the countertop in the kitchen running my channel, right? And so he ain't home right now. So he usually comes and grabs it and I have to set it at night. But yeah, so throughout the day it's running it. And so those are that counts. It counts. You said, wow. Dr. Lisa, good afternoon. How you doing, King of King? And so just keep that in mind. You could do that. You could have and that's support for your channel. Now, granted, it's a long path. It's a long way. Friend, do I need a tablet? You might. You might. You might. I would say, yeah, get one. Um, you said I have so many channels and multiple profiles that I can have running. That is amazing. Yeah. So, yeah, run it, friends, yeah, and so just keep that in mind, and I was doing that. Now, granted, it took a year. Now, and again, there was definitely several nights, several weeks that I was not doing it, in all fairness, so don't think I mean, if I was really doing it the way I'm describing now, I should have accomplished it within 9 months. Okay, so what I'm talking about, the first tier monetization of 3,000 was in February, early February. I hit that. So and again, I think 9 to 10 months, I could have had both of them accomplished, maybe 8 to 10 months, something like that, if I was really doing it the way I have been on it as of late. So the last 3 months, I've been really on it. December, January, February, I've been really diligent doing it. But prior to that, I would skip a couple weeks. I would do a couple here, go hard a couple months, and then stop. So it really was, me not doing as much as I said I intended to do. So, Dr. Lisa, I've been here for years and I'm nowhere. Really? Wow. Yeah, you could be further along, friend. That is still amazing, yeah. That's what Leanne said, "1 year, you got it already?" Yep, I hit it. I've been on here for years. Do you mean you played your videos all night on the different devices? Yes, yes. Now here's the deal. Now you said, "Yes, ma'am, that's why I'm following you." Okay. Now here's the deal. Let's be real about it. I got the content too, because obviously I'm going live twice a day here on TikTok, so there's videos. There's video content. I have over 600 videos, literally over 600. I think it's almost like 650, almost 700. So I have the video content. Matter of fact, let me see. I don't know if I can pull it up and see exact numbers. I'll give you guys exact numbers if it pulls up for me, because I haven't been to the channel. I go on the back end, so I never actually look at the channel. Let me see. It says 637 videos. That's what's on my channel. 637 videos. I have a 1,260. That's what it is. So it's 1,260 subscribers. 62, I think, is today. Um, so yeah, that's what I have. So, um, this is definitely a way to do it. Now, again, I wasn't doing the SEO stuff. I wasn't doing the optimization stuff. Those things matter. It's essential to your channel, but it is something that you could do. Um, so yeah, I just turn it on and I'm playing. I'm just playing the videos. Let me say this differently. Let me talk through that process a little bit. So how do you play them? So let me talk through it. I'll share. Hold on, I'm slow. Yes. Well, you say, same name. Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income Agency, same exact name. Launch Your Income name agency is the same handle on here, over there. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate everybody. So what I do, here's my process. My videos are all under, so you can go to the live tab and see all my videos live. It automatically publicly uploads every video every night. So it takes that video and makes it public. The video that I'm recording now will become public by, I think it's like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. It's in the evening. The one I did at 10 o'clock in the morning it's probably live by now. I think it went live around 3 o'clock. And so that's one thing. So it automatically uploads under the live feed. However, I take all of those videos, and this is where I go back and optimize when I have time and do all the things that I need to be doing. But I take those videos and I created a playlist. So when I'm replaying my videos, I'm just going to the playlist. All right. So my videos are literally under two locations. They're under a playlist, and I probably need to kind of go in and maybe um, create new playlists and maybe segment some of those videos a little bit more so that there's a little bit more structure and organization. But I take all those videos and make a playlist. And so I'm rerunning and watching the playlist. That's it. Yeah. Thank you so much. You said, wow. And so when I say I have the content for those other channels to watch because they're watching playlists and I run every week, maybe 2 weeks. I'll take videos that I didn't put in a playlist yet. I'll move them over to the playlist. So there's like another 20 to 30 videos that are moved over to the playlist. Yeah. I'm like a sponge in life right now. You saw me taking it all in. Hey, Eugene. I appreciate that, friend. So you guys are hearing all my little information about YouTube. You can go back and watch this video. It's there for you. But but yeah, so that's been my journey. Hey Doc, how you doing? So how do you know if your video goes live? How do I know if I get a notification? But I don't care. What do you mean? How do I know if my video went live? Like the notification that says I get a notification, y'all do too, because one of my channels is always on and following me, and it'll pop up and says, "Dr. Lisa just posted a new video." Now I didn't actually do that; it just went live because I had it in there. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, friend. Appreciate the support. Um, hey, how you doing? Jamie Lee. I said Rockstar Shop. I was like, wait a minute. Is this your shop page? Gotcha. Yeah, so it's not something that, I've been tracking necessarily, but I know they pop up twice throughout the day, and then if I'm on my computer, I'll see it pop up. Um, so So yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. And like I said, I probably could have fast tracked it, obviously, if I was paying attention a little sooner. Thank you so much, friend, for the likes. I appreciate it. If I was paying attention to, watching my videos. Yes, and I do my first shoppable live today. It was terrible. Oh, you're so funny. Congratulations, though, Fran. I know it was good. You probably are hard on yourself, but it gets easier over time. Yeah, it is kind of weird doing a full blown shoppable video live, rather. You said this is genius. I ask. Appreciate you, Rose. Thank you so much. No one came in. Okay, okay. For shoppable live? Hmm. Nobody. Oh, shop is different. You probably need to go back and look at your products and see if they're traffic drivers, trendsetters, or what is it, the hot sales, hot deals, something like that. See what category the products are and see what you're promoting. There's also okay, hold on one second, guys. I'm gonna put you on pause. I probably only have another 15 minutes. My husband just messaged me that he is stuck in traffic, so I'm about to go get my son. So give me one second. Let me respond to him so he knows I got it. I'm gonna put you guys on pause for 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So yeah, so I'm gonna get off in like I got 15 more minutes or so before I have to get off. Oh yes, Dr. Maxilin is super go right now. I think okay. Maxline, I don't know who that is. Um so yeah. So yeah, definitely take a look at what you're doing in terms of the product selection and there may be some other things you need to do to make sure um you got the right products in the shopping cart and they get pushed out. Campaigns matter for TikTok Shop too. So I would say that too, Jamie Lee. So make sure that your products are also part of the campaign products too. At least a few of them. If not, it don't have to be all of them, but you want to have a few of them in your shopping cart. Hello, friends. Let's see. I notice people like to shop during the day and the drama at night. Yeah, there's people all over TikTok streets don't don't sleep. Hey, I came over from TikTok. Oh, hey, friend, how you doing, Raquel? Thank you. Now you see it. It's the same for the most part. So this is the sound. The microphone is coming for YouTube. Let me know what you think of the sound. So that's the microphone. This is kind of smoke and mirrors for you guys. I'm not using this mic. The sound you guys hear on TikTok is my phone audio. So you guys are hearing my actual phone, whereas my YouTubers, they're hearing the microphone. So that's where the mic is connected. Um, so I just hit 1 year of YouTube. That's what we were talking about. I was taking you guys through my journey. So I unlocked yesterday. I officially hit the 4,000 watch hours. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for that. I hit the 4,000 watch hours to get ad revenue on my content. So now when you see those videos, thank you so much, friend. Hey, friend. So when you see those videos where people have the ads linked to their content, watching those ads, clicking and engaging those ads are also helpful for monetization. You said, what's that? The AdSense? Guess what? Guess what? How you doing, Melissa? Welcome to the room. What are we guessing, friend? Keep us posted. Um, so yes, so you want to make sure, and just so that I can recap real quick, YouTube has two different tiers, the 4,000 watch hours. Okay, so that's what I'm going to recap. So I tell people all the time, YouTube is a long game. However, it does pay the best in the most. Just saying, from a monetization perspective, the earning potential is higher. The YouTube split is actually 70/30. You 70, YouTube 30. Okay. So it's a 70/30 split. And so it actually is better. Depending on how you engage. I get people who come into my channel now. Some people will send a few gifts here and there. So it's not a whole lot of gifting happening. It'll happen over time. It's kind of random. But some of those bigger channels, they do well. Their room is always um productive in performing. So there's a lot going on. They just started the YouTube shopping, so I have the shopping cart turned on. People can click and get products and stuff. They're still working through that, I could tell. There's some emails that have come to me already talking about how to leverage it. I've seen some other things in my YouTube Studio platform talking about it as well. So I could see where they're trying to figure out how do they wanna make this a thing for them, similar to how we, obviously we can do with TikTok. So they're still working through that, but you can unlock that as well. So let me start over. So there's two different tiers, two different levels of monetization. The first level is that you have to have 500 subscribers, at least 500 subscribers. They also have a metric in there for watch hours. So 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours if you're talking about your long form content. If you're talking about shorts, the YouTube shorts, then it is 3,000, 3,000,000, I'm sorry, 3,000,000 views. Okay, it's the views on your shorts. So that's how it works. So 3,000,000 views or 3,000 watch hours. So they have those two different ways that you can monetize, or at least get your watch content, that watch section. So, oh damn, damn, that's going to take me a hot minute. And so it does take a minute. I mean, I took a year, a little under a year for the first tier of monetization, and then almost to the date, it was yesterday that I got the 4,000 watch hours. So it did take time, meaning the watch hours. It took a year. I'm telling you, it took me a year. Now, my method was kind of a cheat code, I guess you could say. I probably could have been a little bit more diligent with it, but it took a year. All right. And so when it comes to the next level, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Okay. And that's how you get the ad revenue, the AdSense feature to put that on your content, on your live streams, and on your video content. Okay. And so that takes, again, we talk through what does it mean to get subscribers. Subscribers is kind of hard because people have to know to subscribe to your channel. You'll get some visibility. You'll get people pushed in your room. People are going to see you and they'll subscribe to the channel. I remind people all the time to make sure they click the subscriber button, click the bell to get notifications when I go live. So I always start my live saying that. And then what I previously would do is say like, hey, if you comment on my page, comment on one of my short form videos, I see that comment, I'll go to your page and I'll comment on one of your videos and subscribe to your channel. So that was kind of my way to get people to subscribe because I want them to subscribe either in the live while they're watching, or they would do comments on my post and do comments on my post so I can see that and then support them by doing the same. All right. Hey, how you doing, Seven, the Leo? How are you, friend? And so that's something I would do. And then when it came to the watch hours, I shared the whole idea of taking other channels around my house, other people's devices, other channels, other devices, and we are watching my content. We're watching it constantly. Okay. And so I had enough content because I was doing the lives twice a day. I am doing the lives twice a day. So I have the content, I have the other accounts from other family members, and we're watching it. All right. And so we took the long path of doing that. So keep that in mind. Thank you so much, Bishop. We took the long way of doing that, but it definitely was effective with people with growing my watch hours as well as people coming into my channel and sitting watching me. I do have a few people that will sit there and watch for quite some time. Um, they may not do the whole 2 hours, they may do an hour. So I've been getting more views. I know I'm getting more engagement too because I look at some of my old videos, I see higher views and then higher likes. So I'm getting those likes too. So it is helping. It's an approach. It's not perfect, but it is an approach. And so I've been doing that pretty much over the last year. That's what I've been doing. So getting the watch hours through other channels, other devices in my household, as well as getting people to subscribe to my content while I'm in the live and I'm talking to them about ways to subscribe and support. All right. Thank you so much, Bay. Let me know if there's any questions about that. I'm gonna have to get off in the next 5 minutes. Thank you so much, to Cecilia. How are you, friend? Thank you for that. This is helpful. Thank you. You're welcome, Lori. Thank you for sending that first time gifter, Rose. I appreciate your friend. You did not have to share that with me, but you did. I appreciate me being the first person to share it with. Um, how are you gonna celebrate your 1 year milestone? You're so sweet. I was supposed to do it here. I was supposed to go get some balloons, some roses, something. I need to get like a cupcake, blow it out. So we'll see. I think the moment's gone, but I wanted to make sure I shared it here with you all. Had my 2-hour live today. I made a first sale. Congratulations. Oh my gosh, how was it? How was it, friend? Very helpful. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate you. Thank you as well for being here. Thank you all. Look at you. Thank you for the fireworks. You celebrating. Hey, we did it. And guess what, y'all? I ain't stopping. I'm gonna keep going. And went live for the first time yesterday. You encouraged me to. Welcome, Melissa. How did it go? Thank you so much for the fireworks. Congratulations. Thank you, everybody. Let me say this. I'm gonna close with this because I want you guys to realize this is a process. If I could recap, I was messy, I'm sloppy, I'm still improving my YouTube channel, even my TikTok channel, y'all. I'm still working and growing. I'm not perfect at this. And I don't think you need to have a mindset that you have to be perfect. All right? You can evolve. If you look at my content both on YouTube and on TikTok, it has evolved. All right? So it's not where it totally needs to be yet. It's still evolving. All right. So I don't want you guys to think, oh my gosh, I have to have this done. I have to have this all right. I have to all this. You could do those things. I think some of that's great for SEO and for optimization, but you don't have to make that be your I never started because I never had everything together point. All right. Thank you, friend. I appreciate the compliments. And so keep that in mind. You can start, you can grow, you can do it messy, you can do it sloppy, you could do it scared, you could do it nervous, you could be a shy girly, all the things, but just start. All right. And you never know where this will take you. Thank you so much for the YT balloons. That's what they are today, the celebration for YT. It was rough, but I did it. That's it. That's it. And you guys will look at my old content, you was like, "Oh, she was rough. She was rough." But that's okay. You grow. You never know. I never thought I was gonna be an agency. I never thought that. I didn't even know it was a thing when I started. I never thought I was gonna be thinking about voice acting. Never thought about that. Um, the milestones I've hit with YouTube and with TikTok and stuff, never even thought about this in this way. But recognize that I'm here. And now I say this is a strategic plan. A strategic plan is not just one and done. It's not 1 year. You think about 3, 5 years, and I'm thinking easily 5 years. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to do one and done. So, it's a process, and I don't want you guys to think about this as, "Oh, well, that first live didn't do well, and the second live didn't do well, and the 10th live was sloppy, and I didn't like it." I'm gonna say give yourself 30 days. Then you give yourself 60, and then you give yourself 90. And then you give yourself 4 months, 5 months, your 6 months anniversary. Keep doing it. Keep going. Don't give up. You guys got this. I said, how do you have to have a shop set up to go live selling items? Yes. Yes, for selling, if you're a seller, yes. If you are a creator, you got to have a showcase and get invited to TikTok Shop. So the short answer is yes, but it just depends on which way you're doing it. But yes. Um, I'm going to have my lives at noontime, hopefully every day. I'm having one tomorrow at noon. Awesome, friend. So you're doing shop as well. So those are all your products, friend. I what did you say? Gotta go take pictures. Congratulations again. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. Hey, Daquan, how are you, friend? Okay, thank you. Yes. All right, perfect. Perfect. Um, I have to go. I gotta go pick up my baby, my little guy. He has to get home. So I'm gonna go get him and put in the chat real quick. We'll do a quick roll call. Who is going live tonight? I want you guys to have some visibility or tomorrow. because I think my friend Cindy Mill, she is going live tomorrow. Put it in, put your topic, your time, and your time zone. We're all over the world, so make sure you put your time zone as well. And let's put that in the chat. I'm gonna let people see that so we can get some more visibility and engagement for the folks in the room. And I appreciate everybody who's here. Let's see. What is the numbers you need to hit for shop affiliate? Shop affiliate, you need to have at least 1,000, um, up at least 1,000 followers. TikTok usually gives it to you a little bit after. Goddess Geek, if you do me a favor, if you come to my live, either my 10 o'clock or my 4 o'clock, I will tell you how to do it. So let me know whichever. If you come in, I'm going to try my best to kind of run it down. I won't be able to do it today, but I'll run it down my approach. And so just let me know if you have questions. But in the meantime, you got to get your followers up. That's going to be the main thing. Greetings. How you doing, Benjamin? We're going to talk about tomorrow. I didn't get a chance to do it. I see a lot of no blue boxes, blue dot boxes next to your name where it says Lisa or that number. That's what you need. So we're going to talk about that too. We didn't get a chance to talk about it today, but know that is important for my people who are live hosts. Okay. Thank you, Ray. You're welcome. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. ish and 4 p.m. ish. Eastern, because I start on YouTube first and I kind of set the tone there. And I usually get over here about 15 after. So just keep that in mind. I'm not trying to be super slow, but it does take me time to get over here sometimes. Um, you said resilient. You said tonight and tomorrow at 10:30. What's the topic and time zone, friend? Put that in there for us. Temp Telepo time. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you, Marcel. Thank you all who are liking and engaging. Fragrances. Okay, 12 Central. She does fragrances. Ooh, I like that. Um, that's Cindy Mill. And then Raquel, you said tonight at 9:30 Central. What's the topic, friend? Goddess, you said tomorrow for you talking about me though. So let's see. Thank you all. I appreciate you tonight and tomorrow at 10:30 Central. Melissa, that's awesome. What's your topic as well, friend? Miss Darlene is Unwritten Unstoppable. She goes live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Central. So she's going live tonight and pop-ups throughout the week. I share engagement tips. She does. Oh, she's a good engager, and she understands what this means to be a great live host because you need that engagement. So if you are interested, connect with our friend Unwritten Unstoppable, 7 p.m. Central. All right. And then Goddess, you said, okay, I'll see you around at 4. Okay, perfect. Perfect, friend. All right. I appreciate everybody. Thank you all for coming through the live stream. Thank you all for liking, sharing, watching. Thank you for the watching. Commenting, sending stickers. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for the daily heart meets. Thank you for my fan clubs. Thank you for my title gifters. I appreciate all of you. So remember, okay? Remember, practice makes progress. We're not trying to be perfect. All right. We're just trying to go live. All right. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for supporting the live stream. I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. You said right. Thank you. You're welcome. Practice makes progress. Thank you, Miss Darlene, for the stickers. All right, friends. I will see you later. Thanks a lot. Bye bye. Well, YT friends, appreciate y'all. Happy 1 year anniversary. Thank you all for supporting the live stream. We have done 1 year together and we ain't stopping. We're going to continue to grow and be in here together. Thank you, Amelia. Bye bye, friend. I appreciate all your support. I appreciate all of you all watching. All my watchers and my engagers, Amelia's engagers, she said hi. I appreciate all the watching that happens over here. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. And feel free to connect with my content. I do have my link in my bio if you're looking for services and support. I do support people on the YouTube channel as well as on TikTok. I didn't get a chance to tag stuff over there, but just know you can always get support. All right. And so let me know if you have any questions. And I appreciate you guys. I'll be back tomorrow at 10. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.